HIV/AIDS is a debilitating illness and has caused premature deaths of people in their prime years of life. Globally, approximately 34 million people living with HIV/AIDS by the year 2010, out of which around 3.4 million were children under 15 years. As the number of people living with HIV/AIDS remained highest in Nyanza in the last 2 decades, it was a dark season for people living with HIV/AIDS in Nyanza. It was characterized by lack of knowledge and negative attitude of caregivers of HIV/AIDS patients. But now, bright smiles, rich of hope, begin to blossom. In the loving memory of those who have died from HIV/AIDS related illnesses, this is Fredrick's story in the New Dawn series. In a calm, beautiful afternoon, Doris, the moral caregiver icon, strolls with us through rural roads to Fredrick's home. She introduces us to Fredrick and allows Grace, who is the resident caregiver, to ice-break for an interview session. To our surprise, Fredrick reverses the role and instead asks us to feel at home.
I am famously referred to as Eric. I am a son of this home. Please feel welcomed once more. I have been bedridden for 3 years now, which is from the year 2009. I can testify to you that these community health workers have ranked highest among those who visit me on a daily basis to check on my status. I have always enjoyed their message and counseling services. I have also benefited a lot from their close follow-up as drug buddies to ensure I build a strong wall against anti-adherence to ARVs. They have also supported me to go to hospital when need be.
Fredrick's posture, smile and warm face are a reflection of what these caregivers have impacted in his life. ADS Nyanza caregiver training focuses on quality care that encompasses vital elements like psychosocial support. Grace gives us a backgrounder to Fredrick's condition.
Fredrick is one of my clients. I'm solely responsible for his day-to-day well-being health-wise. When I first met him, he was down and could not sit nor turn in bed. We had to work closely through building solid trust between us. I have conducted many sessions with him on body care through messages, ensuring he has his drugs refilled in good time and provided. I'm happy that today we ran this interview seated.
According to the 2010 MDG report, the epidemic appears to have stabilized in most regions in the world, although prevalence continues to rise in sub-Saharan Africa due to a high rate of new HIV infections. What has been the feeling on the ground at Moro community? How many more Fredricks are out there? Doris explains.
Area ni nyocha jing'eny, ne wang'eny ne jing'eny mabed ridden.
It was evident all over and across the hills. There were many people who were bedridden. Today it will be almost not possible to come across one. And in this area, it's on Fredrick on whom we are working towards getting him off his bedroom. He has made tremendous steps towards walking. This has only been possible through ADS training, which has enabled us conduct self-monitoring exercises for our clients. However, in achieving this, we have to deal with stigma and worse off, self-inflicted stigma.
The future of HIV and AIDS in Kenya and beyond depends on a number of variables, one of them being social stigmatization. Misconception may also result from beliefs such as that HIV and AIDS is a curse from God. Such widespread misconceptions are likely to reinforce stigmatization and lack of commitment towards access and adherence to treatment regimen, as well as the general care for children living with HIV and AIDS. What's Fredrick's take on this?
As you can see, as much as I'm able to sit now after many years of being bedridden, I still cannot walk out of the house without support. It would be my desire to take initiative and talk to masses about the relationship between HIV and stigma. I'm happy that many have come to understand that HIV is a condition and not a license to kick your brother or sister out of your life.
In dealing with adherence to drug taking, besides a human drug buddy who reminds him to take his drugs, Fredrick has made good use of technology by setting timer alarms for his drug times. His room is neat and all that he needs is within range. It is clear that ADS Nyanza, through its partner Christian AIDS, have placed a smile on Fredrick's face. A smile on Fredrick's face is a smile on their caregiver, enabling them to run their own activities as well, with great hope that they are eradicating the bedridden concept in the community. Caregivers have ensured that widespread knowledge of HIV and AIDS among the Kenyan population is mainly important in avoiding transmission of the virus. This has translated to quality care through strengthened home-based care, patient support centers, and nutritional support for people living with HIV/AIDS in our communities.
For the ADS program, we've had a lot of interactions with them in terms of the people living with HIV/AIDS. We've had trainings. We've also had IGS, beekeeping. They've had table banking and even the shelter project. And just of recent, 2 days ago, we had training with them on people living with HIV/AIDS. So with ADS support in the ground, the adherence in the PSC, in our patient support center, has been enhanced. We've seen less of patients who are defaulting since we started interacting with them and having community activities together with them.